Now, I know a lot of you guys play on a lot of different builds, no matter if it's a small guard, a big guard, a lockdown, a popper, even a 6'10 or 7'4". Today, I'm going to show you some of the best jump shots you can use on NBA 2K26. And with all the testing I've been doing for the past few weeks and all the data that's been collected, with adding on and getting you guys some of the best bases on the game, with having some of the best jump shots, that will end up having you shooting in the higher percentages. I even got my shot percentage up 8% in the last 5 days with one of these jump shots. And if you're someone that want to go out there and score 83 points like Bam Adebayo, I have a few green light jump shots that won't fail you. But when it comes to the best dribble pull-ups in the game, I have a new edition of dribble pull-ups. I've been trying out Donovan Mitchell, and Donovan Mitchell is very nice, especially if you're on a small guard. You want something different from Pro 2, Devin Booker and things like that. You can use Donovan Mitchell, you can use Kyrie Irving. Now with these two, you really can get crazy when it comes to like the mid-range, which the dribble pull-ups are good on a strong hand and it's offhand. Then we have Pro. Y'all boys been telling me about this Pro dribble pull-up. Y'all know I usually like using Pro 2, but Pro dribble pull-up is definitely great, especially if you're somebody that doesn't like using Pro 2. And y'all know Pro 2 is for me. You don't have to have no requirements, the same thing as Pro, but it has a great fade to the left and right. And as of a front fade, some people like it, some people don't. But for me, I mess with it. Then we got KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, which you only need to have an 86 mid-range or three-pointer to use, which has similar animations to Pro 2 dribble pull-up. Then we have Devin Booker, which you will see almost everywhere if you're not using Pro 2, especially when it comes to those faded corner threes, which you got to be under 6'10 and have an 86 mid-range rating or three-point rating. And then you got Kobe Bryant. They're very similar, but they're not the same, which Devin Booker creates a little bit more space, but Kobe Bryant is a little bit faster. But if you got someone lower on your three-point rating or mid-range rating, use Michael Jordan. This will be the best option that you can use. If you want something similar to the Kobe or Devin Booker, use Jordan. Then we got Devin Vassell. I told y'all boys about the Devin Vassell, 84 mid-range, 84 three-pointer, you can unlock it. It's a balanced dribble pull-up for the left or right side. Then we got Kevin Durant, 87 mid-range for three-pointer unlock. One of the best ones you can use, especially for my taller builds. If you don't know 6'8", 6'9", or even 6'10", use it. Then y'all told me, try Nikola Jokic. And Nikola Jokic dribble pull-up is actually nice, especially if you rhythm shoot. Rhythm shooting is going to be key with some of these dribble pull-ups, especially with Dirk Nowitzki, which you will end up being able to create space with that one-legged jump shot. But hey, if you don't want to use normal 2, these are the best 3 options you can get, or you got to use normal 2 if you're on those taller builds that don't have the requirements of an 87 mid-range or a 78 mid-range. You got to use normal 2. Now that I just gave you some of the best dribble pull-ups you can use and new additions to the list, hey, we're going to get to the best bases you can use for these small guards. Now, in addition to the list, we have Trey Burke. Now, if you like Allen Iverson base, but you want something a little bit more subtle, you can use Trey Burke, as it don't got the extra kick, and it only requires an 81 shooting rating, which you got Jerry West. Now, if you like using Stephen Curry base, but it's a 93 and you don't got a 93, this might be the second best option for you to use. Jerry West requires a 90, it's very fast, and I prefer you to rhythm shoot with it. Then we got Austin Reeves. It's somewhat close to like a Patty Mills mixture with something else, which you're able to use on a low shooting rating. Now we got the starter for jump shot bases. Patty Mills. You got to be a starter for to unlock Patty Mills, but you got to also have a 81 mid-range or three-point rating to unlock in general. And for my regular bases, we have Quentin Grimes, which you only need to have an 82 mid-range or three-pointer unlock. But if you want to be able to make some nice jump shots, you got to have a little space. Make sure you at least get to 88 or 86 mid-range or three-pointer to create a good jump shot. Stephen Curry. A lot of people like Stephen Curry because the rhythm shooting is very fast and it's very hard to contest, but you need to have a 93 rating to unlock the base. Then we got Allen Iverson, which is one of my favorite bases in the game, a top 3, especially for small guards, literally a T-Mac for small guards. I definitely recommend you to try it out. Kyrie Irving, you gotta have an 89 mid-range and you gotta be under 6'5". With this being said, this is one of those jump shots that's very solid, but it is slightly slow if you find some good releases. Zach LaVine, you can get on big guards or small guards, and it only requires an 84 mid-range or 84 three-pointer. Now, if you want something a little bit different from the old 2Ks, John Wall is that one to try out, which is not too fast and not too slow. And that's the same thing when it comes to Kyle Lowry. It's not too fast and it's not too slow. And once you find the right releases, you'll be A-okay. Then we got Russell Westbrook, which is actually solid this year, and you only got to have an 83 shooting rating to unlock this base. And if you're someone that doesn't like Patty Mills, or you someone that doesn't want to use Quentin Grimes, Cam Thomas is also the option you can use, even if you don't like Allen Iverson. Then we got Miles McBride. I've been using this jump shot lately. I even used it in my Darius A-Cup Jr. video, and y'all boys seen what I did in that video. You need an 85 shooting rating to even unlock this base. Then we got Jacoby Walter. Now, this is on the low end. If you're someone on a build with a low end with under an 80 or 78 three-point rating, I definitely recommend you use Jacoby Walter, aka the JT Thor. And then we got Damian Lillard. I can't forget about putting Damian Lillard on this list. He got a lot of crazy jump shot landings on this base. If you find some good releases, you can really go crazy with this jump shot base. Now that I gave y'all some of the best bases you can use for these small guards, like, you can really go crazy no matter if you got a 99 three-pointer, no matter if you got an 85 three-pointer. Lately, I've been going crazy with the Patty Mills starter for a jump shot. Now look, Patty Mills, Baluba, Oscar Robertson. Usually I'll do Patty, Baluba, but I end up switching it up, I put Oscar Robertson as a secondary, 60-40 blend, and I end up using the same visual cue that I usually use in between push and release. Some people put it on push, some people put it on all the way to release. But if you want something different, you can use Patty Mills, AJ Green, Beluba. Now 70-30 blend, and this is going to be very similar, but for the visual cue, it'll be literally one tick onto the R of release for this jump shot. Now look, Allen Iverson, this is one of my favorite bases. This is a go-to base I've been using since the game started. Allen Iverson, Beluba, Stephen Curry, 40-60 blend, max speed, and this is in between push and release. I use this for a lot of guards, but you need to have at least a 90 mid-range or three-pointer to unlock this jump shot. The same thing when it comes to this Allen Iverson base, it's just a few ticks under as of rating. Allen Iverson, Colin Sexton, Beluba, max speed, 30-70 blend, Colin Sexton to Beluba, and this is going to be in between push with 2 ticks past the halfway mark of push. And recently in my Darius Acuff Jr. video, I ended up using Miles McBride, Oscar Robertson, Beluba, but I did 60-40 blend. I ended up testing out later, and I ended up doing the 40-60 blend more towards the Beluba, and the jump shot was way faster than what I had in the video after me testing it out even more. When it comes to the visual cue, you can go push or you can go about 5 ticks past push and it'll be a-okay. Now we got Kyrie Irving. Now I've been messing around with the Kyrie Irving base trying to give it a chance. You can do pure Kyrie, but this is Kyrie, Luka, Kyrie, 65-35 blend, max speed on push just so it can be a little bit faster. But look, if you don't want the Kyrie base, you can use Cam Thomas, Luka, Kyrie, 80-20 blend, max speed on push as well. But when it comes to releases, you can mess around with the releases with different ones like Beluba, Oscar, and all that other good stuff. Now look, if you're on the low end and you got an 80 3-pointer, 80 mid-range, Jacoby Walter is what you're looking for. Jacoby Walter, Devin Booker, Colin Sexton, that's a 65-35 blend, max speed, which will be literally halfway to release. Now when it comes to Stephen Curry, this last time I used the Stephen Curry jump shot was on the Stephen Curry build, and it's still money. Stephen Curry, Beluba, Quentin Grimes, or you can do pure Stephen Curry if you want to, and this is 3/4 speed on release. Now if you want to go max speed, that's up to you, but the jump shot is fast. Now since I gave y'all some of the best bases y'all can use, the best jump shots you can use for those small guards, we're gonna get to the bigger guards, we're gonna get to the lockdowns, we can get to the poppers, even my 6'9" to 6'8". For the best bases y'all boys got, addition to the new list in the spreadsheet, DeMar DeRozan. Y'all boys been putting me onto the DeMar DeRozan jump shot base, and all you need is an 83 shooting rating. Then we got PJ Tucker, and I showed y'all PJ Tucker a while ago for the big builds, but you can get it for the big guards as well, and you need an 82 mid-range to even unlock. Now if you're a starter 4, there's a nice amount of jump shots you can get at starter 4. You can get Kobe Bryant, which is an 87 shooting rating. It's a jump shot very similar to this that you can use without having to be a starter 4, but this is Kobe Bryant. And then you got Jared Culver. Now Jared Culver is very similar to T-Mac, which I will say is better than T-Mac. You need to have a 76 mid-range or 3-pointers unlocked, but also you got to be starter 5. And if you don't like Jared Culver, you want a little bit slower but smoother jump shot, use Tracy McGrady, 74 mid-range with 3-point rating. Now if you're not a starter 4 rep, then you got Shaedon Sharpe. Now Shaedon Sharpe is an underrated one. It's very similar to Patty Mills, or a smaller guard, but it's for a bigger guard or even a lock. You can use Shaedon Sharpe, you can use Kevin Huerter. There's a lot of different jump shot bases that's similar to Patty Mills, but it's just not Patty Mills. Then we got Clyde Drexler, which requires you to have an 84 shooting rating. Now this one is very nice to use, and y'all gonna see why it's nice to use. Gordon Hayward, I put y'all on game with Gordon Hayward months ago, which is a very fast jump shot, even off the dribble and even off the catch and shoot. I wouldn't recommend you to try to no dip with this, to be honest, but you only need an 83 shooting rating to unlock. Then we got Asar Thompson. Now if you're in the low end and you don't got high shooting on any builds like that, you just want a decent jump shot, you under just getting to the 70s, Asar Thompson the one you want to try out. Then we got LeBron James. Don't sleep on LeBron. LeBron James' base is actually nice for the past few years. Harrison Barnes is a great base to use, especially if you're a catch and shooter. Mostly off the catch and shoot, I recommend you to try Harrison Barnes if you want something a little bit different. The same thing with Devin Booker. Devin Booker is good off the dribble, but it's also better off the catch and shoot. But as long as you find some good releases with Devin Booker, you'll be a-okay, and he got some decent jump shot landings as well. Then we got Quentin Grimes, a top 3 jump shot base in the game, especially for these bigger builds, and even for a small guard. But y'all know my favorite jump shot in the game, Ray Allen base. Ray Allen base is maybe the best jump shot to me, with it being able to be good off the catch and shoot and even off the dribble. Then we got Kevin Huerter, very similar to, like I told you, you got similar to like a Patty Mills aesthetic, but you just gotta find some releases to get to that point, but it doesn't get tested as much, but I prefer you to use it on catch and shoot. Now Matt Ryan can be a hit or miss for people. For me, it's sometimes a miss, but hey, for you guys it might work with only requiring an 81 shooting rating. Then we got Carmelo Anthony. Now look, Carmelo Anthony was a fire jump shot when the game came out, and it's still a great jump shot to this day. If you watch my Carmelo video, make sure y'all boys go see. I was sparking with that jump shot. Then we got Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen, I've been trying to preach to y'all for the last 2 years. Now everybody caught on 2 years later, and this is one of the best jump shots in the game, especially when it comes to catch and shooting. Then we got Jacoby Walter, like I told you before. If you want something similar to a JT Thor from NBA 2K24, this is the closest thing you're gonna get. Jacoby Walter, and doesn't require you to have a high shooting rating of just 71. Then we got J.R. Smith. If you're someone that's not the best shooter and you just need something easy to time, shooting out in this game is not that hard, but J.R. Smith is very timeable, especially for the catch and shoots. Now look, Paul George got a nice aesthetic for his jump shot, and he got a few actually nice landings. So Paul George, 84 mid-range with 3-pointer to use. And then we got Derek Whitehead. If you like Kobe Bryant jump shot, but you're not a starter for, Derek Whitehead is the only substitution that you can do that's literally a replica of Kobe Bryant's base. Now that I just gave y'all some of the best bases y'all can use for those big guards, those lockdowns, those poppers, or even those 6'8s. And I know you guys was wondering what jump shot I was using to score 83 points on this Bam Adebayo build, and I put it in the video, but some of y'all just don't be paying attention. But this is Scottie Pippen jump shot. Yes, Scottie Pippen is like that. Scottie Pippen, pure Baluba. Max speed, 50-50, literally about 2 to 3 ticks past push, the money jump shot. And then y'all boys also asked me, when I was using my Carmelo build, the Carmelo jump shot I was using was Carmelo jump shot. This jump shot is nasty. As me tweaking a few things, I use Carmelo, Baluba, Oscar. Max speed, 60-40 blend. If you notice, with using that combination of Baluba and Oscar, it's been money for me, so I definitely recommend y'all to try it out, with the blending being slightly past the halfway mark of push and release. And the question I get all the time, what jump shot is my go-to jump shot? And y'all, if you know, for the longest, I haven't really changed my jump shot like that unless for certain videos. Even for the AJ DeBoston build, I went crazy with my go-to. And if you don't know my go-to by now, hey man, pay attention very closely, because this jump shot will have you shooting lights out and make you unstoppable. For this jump shot, it is Ray Allen base. Ray Allen base is one of my favorite bases. We got Devin Vassell, Quentin Grimes, one of the most aesthetically pleasing jump shot releases I haven't made. Max speed, a 65-35 blend, and this is literally 8 ticks past push. Now, if you're someone that want to try something new, I've been in the lab with the Clyde Drexler. Baluba, 50-50. It gives me the same feel I have with Scottie Pippen, but this one is 3-4 speed, right by push. But if you want to put it max speed, it is a fast jump shot. I recommend you use it on catch and shoot. It's cool off the dribble here and there. But for J.R. Smith is mostly going to be a catch and shoot jump shot. Now, if you use it off the dribble, that's on you. But this is J.R. Smith, Baluba, 50-50, and this is going to be about 8 ticks past push, almost between the push and release mark. Now, for anybody that likes using Quentin Grimes, Brandon Ingram. Now, with the blends, you can use Oscar Robertson, Brandon Ingram, mess around with a few. But as of this, I use pure Brandon Ingram, 50-50. Y'all see this jump shot all around the community. It's a great jump shot to use. Now, for Kobe Bryant, if you're a starter for, Kobe Bryant jump shot base is just nasty. Kobe, Baluba, Oscar, I told y'all, the combination, mess around with it, 40-60 blend, in between push and release. Now, if you don't have starter 4, use Derek Whitehead. Derek Whitehead is literally a replica of Kobe Bryant. Baluba, David West, or you can use Oscar Robertson if you want to. This is a max speed 30-70 blend, and this is literally in between push and release. It's very identical, and it costs less, as you can get it at 83 mid-range or 3-pointer. Now, if you want to try Matt Ryan, I'm not a Matt Ryan user, but Matt Ryan was actually nice when I used it. For this one, it's Matt Ryan, Baluba, Charles Bassey, and y'all know that Charles Bassey release 35-65 blend is just so nice. And if you're not hipped about Charles Bassey and your releases, try it out for some of y'all jump shots. Now, if you're a starter 4, you can use Jared Culver, Rudy Gay, Sadiq Bey, max speed 40-60 blend, and this is going to end up being right on the R release, which is a great jump shot to use. Now, one of my subscribers told me to try out this jump shot. It's very similar to my jump shot, so I gave it a chance. Ray Allen, lethal shooter, Baluba. Now, I was like, okay, these releases are a little bit different, but the blending is very similar to mine. So if I had to rate the jump shot, I give about a B+ or an A-. Now, in the comment section, let me know how y'all feel about the jump shot. But for all my big guys, from 6'10s all the way to 7'4", these are the best bases you can use. With a new addition of David Robinson, a lot of y'all is telling me to try it out. David Robinson doesn't require that much. It only requires a 46 mid-range or 3-point rating. But look, PJ Tucker, I told y'all about PJ Tucker. Don't sleep on PJ Tucker base, especially if you got a decent mid-range or 3-point rating. Try it out. Don't sleep. Because now, if you're a starter 4, you got Chris Bosh. A lot of you guys been telling me, oh, I don't see Chris Bosh. You got to have a 84 mid-range or 3-point rating to unlock it while being starter 4. And I don't know if it don't pop up still, your game just broke. Another new addition I told y'all about is Paolo Banchero. This is an 80 mid-range or 3-pointer to unlock, which is actually nice. You just got to find your releases like LaMarcus Aldridge, Charles Bassey, or Baluba. Then we got one of the best jump shots in the game, which maybe most of the used jump shot of Jonathan Isaac. It's one of the best jump shots to me, especially for big builds. But there are other ones that I say is way more, got better stability. One of my go-tos for the bigger builds, I definitely recommend it more for like catch and shoot than off the dribble. Kevin Durant, you can use catch and shoot off the dribble. Once you get the right releases with this jump shot, it's going to be hard to stop, to be honest. And the same thing when it comes to like an MPJ. Kevin Durant and MPJ are two great ones, especially with the actual time and stability. You'll be able to dribble with it, and if you don't got handles for days and things like that on your build, it's going to make a big difference having a better time and stability, so you can be able to do certain things. Then we got David West. Now, David West is very similar to how LaMarcus Aldridge's bases used to be in the old 2Ks, but now it's David West. And then we got Trey Lyles. Trey Lyles requires you to have a 76 shooting rating, which is a cool up and down jump shot, especially when it comes to off catch and shoot. The same thing with Jabari Smith Jr. Good up and down jump shots, especially when it comes to catch and shoot. Now, since I gave y'all some of the best bases y'all can use for these bigger builds, 6'10" all the way to 7'4", hey man, these are some of the best bases I've been using, which is a new one with PJ Tucker base, Giannis Antetokounmpo release, and Brook Lopez 50-50, 2.5 speed. You can go max speed if you want to, but the jump shot will be fast. You can go max speed or 3/4 speed, but this is going to be more closer to the release end. This jump shot base is very fast, so try out 2/4 speed, 3/4 speed, or max speed. It's a fast jump shot base. Then we got Kevin Durant, LaMarcus Aldridge, Dirk Nowitzki, a go-to that I showed y'all, 3/4 speed, slightly past push. Then we got my go-to jump shot of Jonathan Isaac, Baluba, Charles Bassey, max speed, 65-35 blend, and it's going to be in between push and release, about 12 to 14 ticks. Now, when it comes to being a starter 4, Chris Bosh, Charles Bassey, Victor Wembanyama, this is going to be one of those ones you got to have an 82 3-pointer or mid-range to unlock, 44-56 blend, max speed, in between push and release, or you can go fully on release. Then I got another PJ Tucker that I want y'all to try out. This one lately I've been messing around a little bit more. PJ Tucker, Baluba, and then LaMarcus Aldridge, max speed 50-50, and this is going to be really on the R of release, or you can put it all the way on release. Then we got the Jonathan Isaac, LaMarcus Aldridge, Charles Bassey, which is a secondary version of my original jump shot. I would usually use Baluba, but I end up trying out using LaMarcus Aldridge. You can use Baluba or LaMarcus Aldridge, either or. 69 mid-range or 3-pointer to even unlock, but this is a 65-35 blend like the first one, and it's at the same visual cue as well. Then we got PJ Tucker base with Jeremiah Robertson with Bam Adebayo, max speed on release, and this is a 72-28 blend. Now, this is very fast. That's the reason why if you got it on max speed, make sure you have it on release as well. Then we got MPJ, Dirk Nowitzki, LaMarcus Aldridge, and y'all know how I feel about MPJ base. It's a cool base, but it's just not for me. This is a max speed 2080 blend, and it's literally a tick or two past push, and it's a very solid jump shot, especially catch and shoot, or even getting off the dribble with a nice little step back. With all the new additions to the spreadsheet, hey, if you got anything else that y'all want to add to this, let me know in the comment section of jump shots, bases y'all want me to try out. No matter if it's high 3-pointer, low 3-pointer, small guard, big guard, lockdown popper, or even my 7-footers, drop them down below. Make sure y'all boys, if y'all haven't yet, make sure y'all boys end up dropping a like on the video, subscribe, share the video to one of your friends that need a jump shot, and I'll see y'all boys in the next one, and check out the 2 videos on the screen, man.